Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special part 6 of the Legend of Shmelda. Uh-oh, I have my audio devices incorrectly configured.
Uh-oh. So people can or can't hear you. Maybe they can hear you.
No, they can hear. They just can't hear the music because stupid. Talk amongst yourselves.
Because it's stupid.
Estupido.
The Legend of Shmelda 2, Part 6.
Stupido.
I like it.
How do I
There
see?
we go. There we go.
By the way, I forgot to get a picture of everybody, so can we do that really quick? Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Elias, this is not Zelda. This has nothing to do with the Legend of Zelda. I don't know what you're talking about.
Use that word. This
Where's
is
he getting that
completely
from? Where's he getting that
unrelated and not at all inspired by The Legend of Zelda, the game trademark.
That's a weird connection they made. I don't know where that came from.
This is The Legend of Shmelda.
Shmelda.
This is a
Completely different thing.
Of a one-shot, which had also nothing to do with The Legend of Zelda.
Of course not.
Exactly.
Of course not.
Elias,
Gosh.
I didn't know you were interested in Shmelda, the legally different game.
Illegally, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're always welcome. You're always welcome to join us for the Legend of Shmelda. I'll have to slide into your DMs.
Nobody has any reason to sue.
Please
next time
play.
we play.
Actually, if you'd like to join us on our little campaign, provided we play this again. We play this once a year. Turns out, I think the last time we played was like April or something. So yeah, it's been.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about, honestly. Yeah,
you'll be on the same page as us because none of us know what's happening or happened.
Not a clue. We don't go back. We don't think about what happened before. We just it's a fresh slate every time we come in. I make up new parameters and we just keep going.
Legally indistinct Zelda. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Jason's being very nice right now. He actually cares about this game, and we do as well, and we know what's going on. I know what's going on.
We totally know.
Bobby,
I went off the deep end.
Are you using your mic? Your it sounds like
a little distant.
you have your wrong audio device. Just
input.
In a glass case of emotion.
Is this better?
Yeah, that sounded like you.
Yeah.
One sounded like you were in like an echoing chamber of death.
Yeah.
Emotion.
Yeah, of emotion.
Yeah. It's very similar to the pit of time wasting the echoey chamber of
Hey,
death.
tangent. Welcome. All right, Jason, our illustrious DM, why don't you give us let me give some like fun music, and you can give us like a
synopsis of what happened last time.
Like a little synopsis. Yeah, let's do like
That's perfect.
a little bit like Mega Man music.
Yeah, but not Mega Man either. It would be.
No, I meant Megro Man.
I was gonna say Maga Man, but that's a completely different thing.
Mega Man.
That's
He
definitely
wear
a
different
channel.
colored hats and gets different powers. That's a whole box we'll not deal with right now.
We'll play that one shot later. Those of you who are fans of The Legend of Shmelda, the legally distinct game from The Legend of Zelda, will maybe find that episode 5 is not existent. It just apparently doesn't exist on the internet. So here's your synopsis of what happened in episode 5, as far as I can remember, and I'm the only person who really counts. You are our party, Jack Axe, Quentin, Tybalt, Kensington III, and Cervantes found themselves on a ship called the Misericordia in the middle of the sea. They had rowed a boat there that they had sort of rented from a guy named Salty, and they were looking for a specific item, a shield. I believe they think it is a shield that they had mysteriously gone missing from a place called the Shrine of Hermanus, which was on land. They had found out that these two characters, Marius and Legugio, whose names are those for particular reasons, had taken this particular shield and taken it to this ship and were absconding with it. They were trying to get away. They're trying to take it to this bad guy, basically, who we're going to hear a little bit from later.
Spoiler.
Our crew managed to defeat, after quite a long battle, these two characters, this Marius and Legugio. They threw them overboard, at which time they actually took the dinghy that our crew had sailed in on and left. They sailed back towards shore, leaving our party here on the deck.
Stranded.
Not stranded. You're on a ship still, but your dinghy that you rented at 10 ruples a day is gone. That's probably going to be an issue, provided you make it back to shore and
trade them this ship.
Or you could trade them this ship, this very expensive, very nice ship, which probably, reasonably speaking, I would say 3 people couldn't necessarily operate. It's like a 3-story. It's a massive ship, massive man-of-war ship.
Well, let's be honest. Jackass counts as at least 2 people.
That's true.
So there's 4 of us.
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct.
Like, if we have horsepower, we have 4 manpower right now.
Yeah, and then Cervantes and Quentin count as like a half a.
Oh, yeah, it does bring us back down again to 3, huh?
As we ended the last episode, which again is not on the internet, you were just opening a door, which you know leads to the captain's quarters of this ship. And that's where our story today begins. A door slowly creaks open. Dim light inside, emanating from a few different lanterns. As your eyes adjust, you start looking around and you see, thankfully, probably, that there's a chest, a large one, sitting in the center of the room, amongst various other items, a desk and chair, a small bookshelf.
Wait, guys. Dibs.
Oh, that's right. You
this
call,
is how it
they
works.
call dibs, so that's how it works. And that I'm gonna like run towards it, trying to open it immediately.
Yes, you guys
I'm gonna
open
try
it
and tackle him by the legs, so like I'm holding his legs. Let's see if I can do it.
Okay. Yeah, roll a grapple check.
Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah. Okay.
I die for your legs, but I just flat on my face.
Grapple is unsuccessful. Quentin, you having run toward the chest, reach it first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna just try to open it as fast as possible and see what's inside.
All right. How do you open it?
I try to just do the normal style and see if that works, and then I'll start smashing with my boot. So, like my boot will start smashing the top of it. Open up, damn you!
I cast normal style open.
It's a little. That's my favorite cantrip.
Just open.
Open up.
Barbarian with a bunch of like cantrips is like, I cast open.
Smash.
Quentin, you find it's not locked, but it's heavy, and it doesn't initially open until you smack it with your boot a few times. For whatever reason, that jostles the latch open, and you slowly raise the lid of this chest, and a light emits from the inside. The sound of angels sing somewhere in the distance, and what you see upon looking in this chest is a whole wad of money, just glistening and glimmering. 273 ruples to be exact. There's 273 in there. Split those amongst yourselves however you feel. You also find 2 other items. You find a small. We've described this before, but it's a small. It's like a quarter of a cherry pie, and it's red and it's like full of liquid, but you can't break it. And you get one of those, magical in its abilities, but seemingly unlocked or not unlocked until you complete the puzzle. And you find another very important thing. You find this polished white. It's sort of like a frosted stone, which resembles greatly a shield. It actually looks almost identical in shape to another one that you had picked up before many, many moons ago at the Shrine of Rida. So it is essentially another piece of this magical shield that you guys have been tasked with looking for.
Oh, wonderful.
Two other things are in this room. Quentin, as you look around, you see in the corner a peculiar, though fashionable, set of boots.
Ooh.
Sitting right next to a hammer. It's a large hammer. It's sort of like a one-handed but large and meaty looking hammer. And Jack, you spy on this desk a note written by hand.
How is their handwriting?
It's brooding. It's brooding hand.
Brooding.
It's like it's written in a cursive, and the points are very pointy, and the lines are very, very regimented. But it's brooding. It's like someone, they took their time to write it in the dark while feeling angry. Yeah.
While listening to Dashboard Confessional.
Probably.
There's a letter here. Should I read this, guys? Is that...
Can you read?
Yeah.
You can.
What, Quentin, do you want to read it?
Oh, no, I'm going to go ahead and make sure to divvy up the ruples properly. You go ahead and read it out loud as I do so. All right. One for you, one for you.
Hear he.
That's not what it says. In Jack's perfect voice, what you hear come out is this. Actually, it's more like the voiceover of the bad guy, really, because in all sorts of stories, you're reading it, right? And it's like the Cure reading it, but you hear the voice. Anyway. The time has come, acolytes. The time of the blasphemers has come to an end. Our holy war begins anew. Our new world order is nigh. The name of Lord Grumbles shall ring from the heavens. His will be done. His purpose fulfilled. With the triumvirate we shall lay waste to any army who stands before us. A crackle of thunder in the background.
What the...
Acolytes, assemble your crew and head to Malden Island. There, you will find a group of pirates led by their captain Tapra. Their stronghold sits atop a storehouse of cannons and ammunition needed to outfit the Misericordia for battle. Once you have gathered the items, bring the ship east to our citadel. There we will assemble our hordes and prepare to march across the rift. The brown hand shows the true path, the path which only is our purpose now. Do not disappoint
I can't do
me.
The brown hand. I just...
The arch grumbler.
The poop
The
hand.
arch grumbler?
Grumbler. Another bang of thunder rings out. And you hear a crack. A flash of light.
Thor?
And in a moment's notice, you hear a bang on the deck of the ship. Something's happened.
Thor. He's back for his hammer.
no.
Go check that out. Go quickly. Check that out. Whatever that noise was.
I wonder if we've been marked by the brown hand. I sniff
Yes.
the air. Is there a scent?
Is there a peephole?
Roll a perception check for me.
Is there a peephole anywhere?
It's an 8.
It's an 8. You don't know if the brown hand has a smell per se. There's definitely a
Oh,
people.
it does. It does.
But you do smell something that you are very familiar with. It's a damp smell, and it smells a lot like rainfall.
Is that what we see? Is that what we heard?
Jack, you peer through a gaping hole around the door, and you can clearly see that clouds have assembled outside. Rain is falling. And most importantly, lying in the center of the deck is the main mast for the ship. it appears to be crackling with a fire, where it seems to maybe have been struck by lightning.
Our ship is broken. This ship is on fire.
What have you done? Why have you broken the ship?
I can do that?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm gonna try to cast lightning.
Another bang rings out. This time, the light and the sound seem to be very close together. It seems a vicious storm may be brewing outside of the ship.
All right, well, we need to get...
Are there any dinghies or any other like escape boats on this ship? Does this ship have like an escape boat? Can I search?
Make a search. Yeah, search for me. You don't need to roll for that. Just look around.
It's an 8.
Okay, you head out. You head out of the cabin.
I'm gonna stop rolling today.
You do remember, since you just fought a large battle on the ship, that there did appear to be some sort of dinghy hanging off of the side of the ship, on the whatever the left side is, starboard.
Weren't there barrels also?
There are lots of barrels. Yes, there are. Though you would know the cargo hold was mostly empty. There were several barrels on the deck of the ship.
I'm gonna run upstairs.
Why are you eyeballing those barrels?
Quick! We need something to float and get away from this boat. I'm gonna take a barrel and throw it over the side to see if it floats.
Yeah. The barrel floats.
Quick!
Do any of us see the dinghy?
Yeah. You all catch sight as you leave the captain's quarters. Presumably someone grabbed the boots, someone grabbed the hammer. I'll let you guys decide.
Jack, you carry the chest while I get the boots and the hammer.
All right,
Do you want these boots and hammer, by the way? They look pretty cool.
I probably don't need another. We can bring the hammer, but if one of you guys need it, definitely.
Okay, I'll just bring it just in case. We'll check it out later. It's fine.
It looks good. It looks good on you. So.
Oh.
And then the boots. Eh.
Well, I make anything look good, so not a surprise. All right, well, let's go.
With another crack of thunder, the ship begins to roll under larger and larger waves as the storm just confronts you.
So I'm putting all of that in the dinghy that I spotted that Cervantes, just whatever he was doing.
I'm in a barrel now. All right.
Right? Yeah, I just follow Jack.
Using my hands to paddle.
All right. And with a swiftness, Jack and Quentin begin to lower this dinghy into the water. Cervantes, are you just jumping in after the barrel?
Oh, I'm jumping into the barrel and then I paddle to the dinghy to secure it.
Okay.
Good thing I was here.
With another crack of thunder and lightning coming very close this time to the ship, you all exit very quickly as the fire begins to spread on the deck, of course caused by this flaming mast. You hop into this small dinghy, two of you, which you happen to catch the name of just as you're entering. It says SS Minnow. And you begin to leave the ship, rolling through the waves, a very treacherous passage as you spy very dimly in the distance an island, Malden Island. The spire of a small set of mountains, really just visible at the horizon, mountains which might be like 1,000 feet up above the surface of the water. You begin to head toward there as waves and surf and rain pelt you. Your tiny ship is tossed, and everyone roll a survival check for me.
Keep it steady, Cervantes.
As you try to navigate these waves.
Oh wait,
I'll cling on to Jack as they row. This kind
does
of
that mean I do it with disadvantage? Then? Survival check.
So the Oregon of the group would have disadvantage on survival.
Sad.
Okay, we got a 9.
20.
19.
And a 20.
A 19, okay.
12.
And a 12. Okay. after a rough few hours, a struggling time, you manage to crash ashore. Your body's just drenched. Jack,
I'm just clinging to Jack.
You search yourself, basically, looking to see, looking all around and just kind of taking stock of what you have. You appear to have lost a quarter of your ruples and and 5 HP in the process.
No!
That's okay. I'm not Cornelia. I'm Jack X.
The rest of you, though, maybe because of Jack's heroicness on the ocean, managed to keep all of your items and appear relatively unscathed as you hit shore, a soggy, rain-drenched shore, but the clouds appear to be leaving in the distance, the rain starting to slowly dissipate, and you take a look around and take stock of what you see. Sandy beach, light vegetation leading to more and more dense vegetation as you head inland, a small hilly island in front of you, of course with some taller mountains in the background. In the distance you can just spy a stronghold of some sort. Appears to be gray stone. Sort of stands out amongst the green, lush nature of everything else. And something that you may have never seen before, a lot of palm trees, but more importantly, palms are sort of not that rare, but the fruits hanging from them, these brown hairy fruits, do appear to be something new to all of you.
Oh.
We see animals eating them by chance?
Roll a perception check for me.
Ugh.
You don't see any animals.
1 and a 4.
Is that a 1 or a 7? That's a 1. Yeah. You don't see any animals eating them at the moment, I should say. There's evidence that maybe 1 or 2 have fallen from a tree. You don't know. Maybe it's from animals. Maybe it's from gravity.
Yeah, I see Jack looking at this fruit in the trees. Oh, are you hungry, Jack?
Yes. Aren't
Okay.
you?
I could eat. Let me help you out there. I pull out my short bow and I just shoot one of the fruit out of the tree.
I've never seen this fruit before. Is it good?
Quentin, roll an attack for me.
Oh, that's a 20.
Oh yeah. Well, you easily cut one of these brown hairy fruits down from a tree. You catch it almost as if it was intended to fall directly into your hand. And
simple as pie.
Even better,
I try to bite into it.
Yeah, somehow during the process you managed to even graze it with your arrow in such a way that it appears to have made a small nick in the exterior of this brown fruit. You try to take a bite. You try to take a bite. Yeah, and you very quickly realize that it's not something that's edible. You don't break your teeth, but you get a mouthful of I don't know.
Let me try.
All right, Jack, roll. Let's see. Never mind, I'll roll for you. Jack,
Maybe you have stronger teeth than me.
you take you just go right for it. It hurts. It hurts your jaw. But
It's like a jawbreaker.
yeah, but you managed to sort of catch one of the jagged edges caused by the arrow, and you sort of crack this thing open, revealing a fleshy white interior and some sort of milky substance in the inside. And upon drinking it,
Sorry, you had to see that.
Well,
you start to feel better.
We'll leave you to your fruit.
You,
so maybe eat these
you're-
in private next time, huh?
your ailments that you had received, traveling and meeting this island, start to feel a little bit better, and you regain 2 HP.
All right. Lick pass. Ooh, it's tasty. Oh, have some of this,
everyone
Cervantes.
roll-
It's delicious.
No,
A history check for me, please.
Please share.
Oh, no,
amongst yourselves.
I think you should have some. Really,
You know, I am. I have not felt the rumbling in my tummy, so
Oh,
I
okay.
shall.
All right.
You know, just take it easy on the goods.
You're lost.
I have a question. Did your milkshakes get wet when you traveled here?
Milkshakes. Mine got a little wet, a little dewy. But they're all right for the most part.
Ah, okay. Disgusting. Let's go.
Quentin and Cervantes,
Salty milkshakes.
roll history checks for me, please.
Wait, was that me too?
18.
Sorry.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
Ooh.
Both of you have heard of this place before. It's sort of it's well known for a particular reason. This island holds an outpost, which you presume is probably what you see in the distance. It's a place called Malden Stronghold, and Cervantes in particular, you remember this is a place from like elementary school. This is a place where they had stored weapons and materials for a garrison during the 5th Age, which was some time ago. You also know that it definitely used to be fortified with cannons, lots of cannons, which obviously is what the Arch Grumbler had alluded to when they requested that Marius and Legugio come here. That's about all
Maybe
you know.
let us go into a more hidden spot, lest we be fired upon with cannons. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Just gonna head into like a tree line to just cover ourselves so that we're not.
Yeah. So you arrive sort of on you hit the eastern coast of this island. This stronghold appears to be sort of to the west of where you are, sort of central. It faces a southward direction. So if you were to head toward the tree line, you'd probably end up meandering toward where the castle is. You could, however, sort of head in a northerly direction as well, and sort of take the beach line.
Can you remind us why are we here?
You've crash landed.
We did
You are
just crash
now
land.
stuck.
So we weren't on our way to here. We weren't.
we-
You
originally.
weren't on your way here for any other reason
But we
except
did
for this is
read that note that said
you
that
decided
they're
to
gonna try and
Yeah.
get the weapons here to attack. So if we can maybe disrupt their supply line,
Yeah.
it would do us some
okay.
good. And maybe there's another piece
Maybe
of the
get
shield
some
here.
loot
Who knows?
while we're doing it.
All right. And so we don't want to.
Well-
We assume they're at the castle, right, guys?
There's someone at the castle, certainly. But we should probably sneak in and get some information first before we decide what to do. Who they are, whose side they are on, what's in there. Let us do some investigative work. Huh?
Yes, you do some investigative work. That sounds wonderful. You go off and do that. We'll sit here and have some more of these delicious brown, round things.
These hard nuts
Okay.
with liquid inside.
And I'm gonna,
We can't leave
as
them
they
alone, sir.
loudly
Juicy nuts.
eat these coconuts, I'm going to distance myself from them.
Yeah, I'm just like literally like trying to like break it on a rock, just like pounding. Interesting. Won't
And
open
alright,
properly.
as they're being loud, I'm just gonna go like into the tree line, then duck down and hide, and then just watch them to see if anyone comes to assault them or anything.
okay.
I'm gonna.
So you're basically just
coconut.
hiding. You sort of wandered into the tree line and just hiding. Okay.
Good job,
Give me
Jack.
roll me a perception check, please.
That head is very strong.
Or
Oh,
you don't catch sight of anything really. You sort of hang there for a moment, watching them sort of figure out how to eat these brown whatevers they are, crack them open and drink the liquid inside. But you know, it's a quiet day. Not a whole lot going on. Don't really see anyone else around. You're pretty far away from the stronghold. It would probably take you, at least half a day or so to get there.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna start heading towards the stronghold, but I'm gonna go very slowly and carefully and stealthily.
Okay. That's easy to do. It's really vegetative here. There's a lot of plants, a lot of different sort of plants that you can sort of hide in, ferns and things that you can sort of make your way around.
Do I have like bug bites all over me now? Like mosquitoes and ticks.
Leeches.
Yeah, leeches. Ocean
So far,
leeches.
yeah.
Dinosaurs.
There's bugs, obviously. I mean, bugs are a fact of life for all of you, really. You came from places where just bugs are rampant. And there's nothing you can do about them, especially in Rancho Romano, where you were just with all the animals. There were bugs.
Especially flying
I am a
bugs.
stone carvo. How did I get put into this?
Yeah. And it's semi-tropical here. It's humid. You imagine maybe storms like the one you just encountered roll in pretty often. And as you sort of travel this way for a little bit, you start coming across maybe a little bit more of a clearing, and stumble across a path, maybe an animal track, maybe a person track.
You follow it.
You follow it.
Survival?
And yeah, roll a survival check for me.
11.
Yeah. It's clear enough that you're able to sort of follow it as it bobs and weaves around trees and through underbrush. And you eventually come... have you called out for anyone? Or are you still by yourself?
No, I'm still by myself.
Okay.
But I'll take out my trident. I have it ready.
Solid.
And my buckler.
You come across a small clearing, and you see stuff that's been there for a while. It's clearly weathered, but it looks like a little encampment that someone had made. Maybe a castaway, or maybe someone who's still on the island. Roll an investigation check for me.
It's a nat 1.
Natural 1. Yeah. You can't make out footprints. You can't tell when people were here. There's evidence of a fire, but who knows when it was last lit. Could have been forever ago. But you do see some scraps of a tent. And as you go sort of searching within there, you do find some materials. You find, this is going to be a list.
Okay.
You sort of find in the tent, you find a little backpack. You find a bedroll. You find some tools for eating, like a little mess kit. You do find a tinderbox and 3 torches. You find what's probably 1 day's worth of food that hasn't gone bad. Stuff that's in, non-perishable containers, like a tin.
Okay.
And you find 50 feet of rope. And you find a silver skull the size of a small coin, like a little trinket.
Okay. All right, I take all of it. I put it all in the backpack. I'm gonna throw the backpack around my back.
Mm-hmm.
We're like Indiana Jones.
Feels good to have a backpack again. I literally only have these like masonry tools. So.
Been traveling
very
without
nice.
a backpack?
I have
We
them
all
on my
been doing
belt.
that?
Did
Okay,
you head back to the group?
and I don't see or hear anyone coming from the fort. I don't hear anything because I was just gonna do some intel. I just want to know if the fort is inhabited. That's really, even if I can see from afar.
Well, you're gonna have to make quite a trek to get there. I don't know if you'd want to go without the rest of your party.
No, I'll head back.
But yeah, and roll one more investigation check for me.
17.
17. Okay. This time, as you come out of this tent after grabbing all of these items, you do see footprints, but they're not the footprints you were expecting. They appear to be 3 toes, maybe. and maybe a single sort of toe at the back. And it's definitely at least 2 feet, maybe 4. And you do see that they're scattered around the area. They've been here.
They are our death chickens. I must report back to my group. And I'll rush back while keeping an eye on the ground. Maybe climbing a tree every so moment. Just climbing a tree really quickly and looking.
Roll a survival
around.
check for me as you climb that tree.
10? Question mark? Right?
You start to shimmy up a tree when you hear the sound of a bush rumbling behind you.
Oh no.
Something's been following you. It's not quite visible yet, but you are aware at this point there's something that's on your trail.
And an image of like an IT guy in a rainy setting flashes through my eyes. Maybe glasses, maybe a little chubby. Maybe I didn't say the magic word. All right, well, I shimmy up the tree, get my trident out, ready to just...
And though a bush moves, you see nothing.
Oof. Oof. All right, what do I got? All right, I'm gonna take a coin out. You know what? No, I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the torch at the bush.
Okay. Ooh. So you grab this tinderbox that you just gotten, and a torch that you just found, thankfully, because your lantern's been gone. And you light this torch. And you sort of take aim at this bush down below. And it's not far away. It's close enough that you could reach it. And you sling this flaming torch toward the bush. It hits just at the bottom of the bush and starts to catch some of the twigs and leaves on fire. When you see a tail stick out, shoo, into another bush adjacent. A rustling, but then silence again. Stillness. This fire now starting to grow in this bush down below you.
Well, can I wait for the bush to catch fire to the next bush?
You're going to wait for the whole forest to catch on fire.
No. I was just if you ran to an adjacent bush, I was like, I don't know how close the bushes are. If one would catch the other one, and then as it moves, just try and jump down on whatever this thing is as it tries to change bushes.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Roll a. Ooh boy. Roll an attack for me if you're gonna jump down and try to stab something that you can't see. That's what you're envisioning, right? You're gonna jump out of the tree.
So, so I'll maybe disadvantage since it's invisible.
You can't see it, so yeah, I guess roll with disadvantage.
Here we go. I'm also gonna like scream a war cry, the war cry of my people that goes. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Nice. Great.
3 and a 4. You fall short of where you were aiming. I mean, you thought maybe because you were higher up, you'd have like more distance, but really what happens is you jump up and you just fall straight down. The arc that you had imagined having doesn't really achieve itself. And as you land on the ground in front of this bush, you come face to face with a set of eyes staring right back at you. Yellow, beady eyes. Fangs just visible through this bush.
Did we hear the war cry?
I'm gonna be like, I heard the Hampshire war cry.
Both of you hear the war cry. Let's go with that.
And let him deal
Cervantes,
with it.
Roll initiative.
What
We're
was
doing it
that?
ourselves. He can deal with it. It's fine.
9.
Yeah. Is that Cervantes being Cervantes?
This creature got a 10.
Of course.
You heard
prone.
the war cry, of course. But what happens, Cervantes? What you see, beady eyes, sharp teeth. It stands. The bush somehow miraculously was covering this probably 6-foot-tall bipedal lizard creature, and it goes to take a bite.
Bipedal.
Bipedal. 15, which hits you.
So it doesn't have 3 legs.
Bipedal. I know. What a disappointment. What a disappointment.
It does 9 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
Into your shoulder.
Oh man.
And
I war cry again.
releases-
Oh god, it hurts so bad. Oh god.
It releases its jaws, also war crying.
Okay, maybe you
It
can
makes it
use
sound like that.
Oh shit. Let's race. I'm gonna start heading over there. Come on. Come on,
All
Cullen.
right,
Okay,
you both roll
finish
initiative too.
last bit. Start over.
You're gonna have one more turn before you get there. If you're both dashing.
I got a 1 on the initiative.
Got a 9.
Okay. I gotta write notes. Sorry. And then we got Quentin, and then we got Jack. All right, Cervantes, you are face to face, more or less, with a giant lizard creature. It just bit you. What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna take a book out of Ace Ventura. I have my buckler and my trident, and I'm going to dive, duck, dodge, dip, and dodge, or whatever. And I'm gonna pull a dodge action, but look something like.
Okay.
Nice.
Trying to throw it. I'm throwing it off. That's my hope. This thing doesn't know.
You take the dodge action.
Has no idea what's coming.
Quentin and Jack,
Parkour!
both of you, hearing the
Parkour!
war cries, begin to run toward where you imagine Cervantes is now battling for his life. Do any of you want to do anything as you're running, as you're dashing?
Like what?
I don't know.
Give us some options.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Put on the boots.
You try to inspire him, maybe. You could.
We're
Put on some
coming,
boots.
Cervantes.
Grab out that hammer.
You did get some cool boots.
I'm gonna put
You
on
got
the
a
boots while I'm
toothpick at that
running.
thing in the back here.
Well, I assume if we're running toward him, and we did hear that there was a creature, huh? So, and he's screaming. So I'll definitely pull out my sword and then just say, "We're coming, Cervantes." That's what I'll do.
Okay. We've got
I'll
overcoming
say-
Cervantes.
What's cooking? As I run,
Nice.
and I take my bow and arrow out as I go.
Cool. Cervantes, the lizard, watches your flailing and tries to snap out at you again.
With disadvantage because I have the dodge action.
Yeah. It was equally bad both ways. It
Oh,
misses,
waste of a turn.
confused by your dodging and ducking and diving and dipping and dodging. Cervantes, then it is your turn again.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a performative back roll.
Nice. I like
Which
it.
I will say is a disengage, and I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna heroically take 1 foot and put it in a motion away from the creature, and then I'm gonna take another foot, heroically stick it even farther away from this creature, and continue doing that as fast as I physically can, to heroically draw this creature into the trap that is my other 2 friends.
Got it. You disengage and begin running back towards your other friends.
Heroically running. Yes.
Brave Sir Robin bravely ran away. At about this time, Quentin, you stumble upon this clearing that Cervantes and this creature are now doing battle in. Quentin, what are you doing?
As I see our friend heroically running towards us, I'm going to heroically kind of dodge out of his way and hide in a bush, and then fire my bow and arrow from that bush and hide again.
Nice. Okay. Roll an attack for me, please.
Tight. 15?
15 hits. Roll some damage.
Nice. Great. What's that for a bow and arrow again? D6?
D6.
Okay.
D6 plus anything?
Not for him.
That's a T.
It's a T.
2.
Ja, und a T.
Your arrow takes purchase. It hits sort of like the shoulder blade of this creature, and it sort of winces in pain, but sort of changes its gaze and looks over at you, a new combatant. Jack, at about this time, you roll up on this entire group as well. Jack, what are you doing?
I've been rolling this whole time.
Well, maybe.
I'm so slow.
Fastest cartwheeler in the West.
How far am I from the creature?
You're within the ability to reach it in one movement. So within probably 25 feet.
I am going to, if it's looking at my friends, distract it by yelling and then hold a dodge action.
Ooh.
Okay. You distract it by
that's
yelling and hold a dodge action. Okay. This lizard, now, seeing it has multiple combatants,
Hopefully it gets...
takes the one that's the newest contributor to this fracas, and after hearing you yell, starts to head over toward you. You would disengage, so you don't get advantage or opportunity of attack. Jack, you see a lizard bearing down on you. It comes to bite you.
I should have held an action, not dodged an action. Oh, man. Waited. Oh, man.
You took dodge, right?
Too. That's good
Yeah, I
too.
did dodge.
Okay.
It's not a bad move.
Note to self. Hold action attack.
What's your AC? No, it hits.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. Apologies. It does not
nice.
hit. It goes to bite for you, but as it's running, sort of slides right by, missing its action. Which brings us to Cervantes, who just bravely backed away.
I want to attempt to scurry up a tree near Jackaxe.
Okay.
So maybe I'm gonna scurry up the tree and then take the trident and start stabbing downward at this thing.
Okay. So you're getting near it. You're climbing up a tree nearby. There's a tree close enough for you to sort of climb
If I need
in.
to, I'll throw the trident. It's possible. I just want to do it from a vantage point.
So the tree nearby it's a palm tree. You know, it sort of takes two hands to climb it. You can't just like run up it, right?
Okay,
you know?
no. If there's no brush like that, then that's okay. I'll just run up and attack it. I'm just gonna balls to the wall, screaming. Oh God! What am I doing?
I like that. Screaming. Roll an attack for me, please.
2. That's a 2.
2. Your trident lashes out, but unfortunately misses the giant lizard creature. But your screaming again takes its attention, and the attention goes away from Jack and right to you. He's looking squarely at your face again.
And I
Quentin,
continue.
that brings us
I
to
continue
you.
the dance of my people.
So as the fracas continues and I see the dance of the Hampshires, I go, impressive. And then I aim my bow above them to one of the coconuts above the creature. I'm gonna try to hit the coconut to be able to hit down on the creature and hopefully bludgeon it to death.
Nice.
With the force of the coconut.
Jackaxe is thinking the arrow will do way more damage. Just kidding.
That sounds.
We're not fighters.
Okay, so that sounds like a called shot to me. So roll with disadvantage.
Okay, you got it. Call shot. It's a 4.
A whole bunch of bananas
Four.
come down instead.
Bananas fall instead.
Your arrow hits where you're going for, and one single solitary coconut falls, but it doesn't hit the creature. It just lands nearby, within distance, maybe. But
slight miscalculation. That's fine. I'll get it next time. It's fine.
just a little off. Just a little off. Not too bad. Jack, you're standing
These
right
things
next to
kill
the
people.
creature. It's now not. Its gaze not fixed on you anymore. Now fixed on Cervantes. What are you doing, Jack?
My turn?
This thing has got crazy ADHD. Let me just tell you that.
I am going
It's like,
to...
I got shot! Someone's screaming! Someone's running up a tree!
I'm going to take advantage of this and try to do my ultra special spin attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ultra special.
With my sword that I already have out. So that means I can attack twice, and I'm pretty sure I get advantage on my attacks, right? Because it's advantage on strength and dexterity.
That's right, yes.
Oh.
So roll your
and
first
they do
attack.
triple damage. And
My first attack is 17.
17 hits. Roll damage for me.
It does hit.
It hits.
Bitch. 7 plus 6, so 13.
Ooh, boy.
First one, and then my second attack, I have a 12.
Plus 6? Holy hell.
Damn, Jack.
I got 7. I know, right? That was a good roll.
Your second hit, so your first attack slashes the creature directly across its chest, opening up a large wound which starts bleeding profusely, but your second attack just glances off of the creature.
Dang.
Its attention now drawn back to you.
Ah!
Yeah, it bares its teeth at you as a retaliatory gesture.
Like, try to do a bear.
Oh no, it's got bear
thing.
teeth.
I'm gonna try to just be like the bigger creature in the forest, you know? Like,
Ooh, roll an intimidation check.
Oh, nice.
is that
Come on,
a
Jack.
disadvantage too?
Roll just a straight D20 intimidation. You look intimidating right now.
I look a 5 intimidating.
Yeah. It's not intimidating. It sees you and it stands up even a little taller than you and keeps baring its teeth and eyes at you. And it goes to bite you.
Oh no.
It misses again. The large gash in its chest, sort of like doing it disservice as it goes toward you, but clearly in pain. This animal looks around, leading us to Cervantes' turn.
All right. This thing, if it stands up really, really tall, does that mean its tail comes kind of down to the ground?
It does.
Can I take my trident and try and just stab it into the tail to pin it to the ground?
Yes, you can.
All right. Is that a called shot?
Let's see. Based off where you are, you just sort of like jumped at it. You're close to it. Hold on. Yeah, it's a called shot.
Okay. All right.
It's moving quickly.
Yeah. Stands up tall, and I get a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. You go to stab the trident down. You
Hold still so I can hit you.
Unfortunately, your undoing is the fact that it's a trident. Goes right around the tail. You sort of pin it to the ground, but it does no damage or anything. This creature, eyeing both of you as Quentin, we come to your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go for another coconut. That's it's an 11 and a 9, so 9.
9. 9 misses again. Another coconut. Actually, 2 this time. Both fall. Both of them missing the creature, but very, very close.
They're gonna be so delicious later, but damn.
Get your mind off the coconuts.
They're so good. I'm sorry.
they're
Okay,
delicious.
Fine.
All right, Jack, we're back to you. You've just spun around in circles, slashing this monster twice. Its eyes fixated on you, getting ready to come attack you again. What are you doing?
Going to attack again with my sword. I just imagine,
You're gonna swing.
Jack X, by the way, just imagines Quentin just wants to drink the coconut, not necessarily fighting, by the way. So, what'd you ask? I'm gonna attack with my sword, just a
Probably
regular
true.
attack, yeah.
Single attack. Okay. Roll some.
Oh, fuck. 6.
6. A 6 misses.
Just kidding.
As it takes a bite. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
No.
All right. It goes to bite you back. What's your AC?
12.
It misses again.
Woohoo!
Still clearly in pain, not able to quite grab you.
A bitch.
Cervantes, that brings us back to you. Your trident now sort of precariously perched around the tail, stuck in the ground. You could, I don't know, maybe try to catch it. You could try to damage it. I'll leave that up to you.
I guess I'll just jump on this thing's back, because it looks like it would be a great, if we could tame this thing. It would be a great way to move around the island, but I'm going to just grab it, jump on the neck, and then try and
Nice.
alpha dog this thing down. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
Now that it's
Hop on
like
its back.
bleeding, it's bleeding all over the place. I figure maybe I have a chance.
Yeah, it's damaged, right? It's like Pokemon. You got to wear them down first before you catch them.
Yeah. And the trident's got its tail, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Roll a, I don't even know what that would be. I guess acrobatics to jump on it?
Sure.
Go with that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's a 3.
Roll with advantage. It's sort of stuck. You're right behind it. You're in the right spot to be able to hop on this. If anyone could do it, it's you.
Fantastic. That's a 1.
That's a 1. You go to jump on the creature's back, and it just bucks you right off. And you go falling right on your butt.
Right on
Good.
your butt.
Good. Rolling real well today.
Quentin, you are up
Okay.
again.
So I see our strong man Jack is fighting this thing, doing a really good job. I'm not helping at all. Cervantes just got knocked up to the ground, I guess, on his ass. So I want to help. I want to help Jack really bad. So I'm gonna like run. I'm gonna come out of the bush, run over, and I'm gonna grab one of the coconut and try to bash this thing over the head with the coconut.
Okay, cool. Roll an attack for me.
Okay. 17.
17 hits. Coconut, I'm going to say that's probably an improvised weapon. I would say at best it's going to do a D4, so roll a D4 damage for me.
It's a 2.
It's a 2. You smack this creature over the head with
Take
a
that!
coconut, and it looks dazed. It's like it's spinning now. You could see if you could see through the creature's eyes, you would know that it's seeing stars. It's rough. It's having a bad time.
Brown, hairy stars with fleshy white
By the
insides.
way, Cervantes mentioned maybe like capturing this thing and making it our pet. Does that seem like a possibility? Does it seem like it could be domesticated in any way, or is this thing just completely like just wild and there's no way it could happen?
Roll a investigation check for me.
Oh, that's a 1.
Jeez. We're so bad.
You have no idea.
Yeah. Okay.
If you could, you wouldn't even know how to start.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Jack, this dazed and confused creature, bleeding profusely from its chest now in front of you, pinned sort of to the ground by Cervantes. You stand in front of it. It stands slightly in front of you, just a little taller than you are, intimidatingly. What would you like to do?
Chop its head off.
Jack, roll an attack for me.
Brutal.
Oh.
Come on, dice. 17.
17. A 17 hits. Jack,
Don't play.
7.
how would you like to kill this beast?
Chop its head off.
Chop its head off.
But I'm like doing a little, you know how you kind of turn around a little, do another spin move, but a slash down.
Nice.
Yeah, just clean. And then watch its blood just like do a fountain effect.
And that's exactly what happens. Jack does a spin move and severs this head clean off. It goes tongue out, bouncing through the air, spinning a few times before landing on the sand. Like that. Body
We just kill you.
falls
we just
over.
Kill Yoshi.
Bleeding all over, blood spurting out of the neck.
Oh, did you guys want that as a pet or? Whoops.
Oh, absolutely
No,
not.
of course not. No, it is. It has no head. Why would I want a pet with no head?
Is it like, can we look at it? Is it like Barney, basically? Like dull teeth, the nails are not that sharp.
No. This was
color on it.
Clearly a ferocious animal. I mean, it preys on obviously smaller animals. It's got sharp canine teeth that you can now very clearly see as the head lies there on the ground. Beady eyes. Okay. It was ferocious.
Okay. All right.
So not Yoshi.
Not Yoshi. Yeah. Unfriendly. Yoshi. Very unfriendly Yoshi.
Can I just take
guys,
a peek?
I just need to tell you that there are lizard beasts on the island. I have discovered this.
Oh.
And I'm sharing this information with you.
You're a buffoon. We just killed it. It's lying in front of us, decapitated.
Also,
we know that they are here.
I found a camp with some supplies. So it looks like there may be someone else who has inhabited this island. Not recently, but not too long ago.
Okay, well, we didn't know that, so thank you for telling us. Good job.
Though they may have been eaten by the raptor creatures I've told you about. These lizard people.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, it wasn't too hard to get here. I'm sure there should be a lot of people here, right? Looks like a big island.
It does. And from what we know, there's lots of goods on this island too, so let us be careful as we move forward.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna collect some collect some of these furry brown ball things. Why don't you pick up that large creature, Jack, and we'll maybe just eat that up later tonight for dinner. And we'll kind of just chill out, right? Just to kind of hang out. No need for any kind of combats or anything, or taking down of strongholds. We can just kind of hang out.
We go to this place Cervantes is talking about. Maybe we can cook this meat up. Was there a fireplace there?
There was a fire pit.
Or a pit?
Yes.
Cooking pit?
Maybe we can use this place. Although there are many tracks of these creatures, so be careful that we do not attract more of these things to come and eat us. I also want to get that torch that I had left that was lit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he's like saying, by the way, like saying, like, be careful not to make a lot of like noise or anything. Like while there's still like a fire burning behind him, probably on these bushes.
Yeah. It's not. It hasn't become like a full-on forest fire, but you know, there's some bushes that are on fire still a little bit. It's put outable. You could throw sand on it and get it to die down, but you'd probably assume that because of the smoke that was generated, if anyone else was around, they may or may not know that you're there.
Yeah, I guess I go ahead and just dump my my flask of or my like little pouch of water all over it, douse it out. I don't need this anymore. We now have these awesome brown ball things that are full of liquid. So these will definitely
you give it
hydrate
a
me
name?
entirely. I like kind of like brown ball things that are full of liquid. That's a pretty good name.
Brown ball things.
Yeah, why not?
We'll call them BBTs.
BBTs. Oh, wonderful. I like BBTs a lot.
All right.
They are delicious.
BBTs. They smell like they would push all the clean out your system.
Yeah.
Right, so
they might. They might. Who knows?
you guys are going to head back to that little camp and sort of make a small encampment,
and then cook this.
Cook some meat. Okay.
Cook some
You guys
meat.
gonna do
and try and get some HP back.
like a long rest, right? You're thinking like a long rest or a short rest for you guys?
A long rest. We did just swim for hours in a storm.
After a
Hit
battle.
the shore. Yeah.
Yeah. You go over to this encampment. Cervantes shows you, and you sort of take stock of what's around, gather some firewood. There was a fire pit, and you light a little fire. Nothing too big, obviously. You don't want to make it known where you are. No creatures come for you. It seems like maybe the fire keeps them away. You're not really sure. Maybe there just aren't very many of them on the island. You're also not very sure. Perhaps there was only one. Who knows, really? And you settle down for a long rest. You clean your wounds. Those of you that have them, recuperate. Roll. I'll roll for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like that. You gather 8 of these BBTs.
Ooh, wonderful.
Yeah, that's what you're sort of able to find in the neighborhood.
And while we're chilling, by the way, so are these boots or this hammer, are they like magical at all, or they're just like?
Roll an investigation check, please, for me.
Okay.
And
I would also like to.
Oh, that's gone.
Sorry. No, go ahead. No, I just wanted to check
13?
to see whose feet these boots would fit the best. Like, what size are these boots? Because I don't have tremendously large feet, and I know that the Ogrim, what was Jackaxe?
Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah. They have much bigger feet. So, like, are these like shack-sized boots, or are these more like normal, proportionate, not freakishly large?
Freakishly.
Yeah.
Quentin, you give both of these objects a really good once over. You start with the hammer. It's light in your hand, though beefy somehow. It feels really good to swing it, honestly, and you feel like maybe you could swing it about twice as fast as any other weapon. So you could hit twice in one turn with it. It obviously would bludgeon things, and if you were to roll and hit something with it, it would do a D8 damage. You also grab these. You grab these boots, and you put them on, and your steps are springy. They feel light. Thankfully, tons of laces on these things. They're long. It sort of seems like really anyone could wear them if you needed to. You know, as long as you laced them up the right amount, they're going to stay on your feet. Yeah, maybe they're a little big.
Lacy, like an 80s wrestler. Those big old boots that go all the way up.
Exactly what.
Ooh,
yeah. And they've got like
a good lace.
And not only that, but they've got like a platform on the bottom too. You know, they seem like strangely raised.
Now.
Wow. You're floating in those, skipping around on Wimbly Wimbly.
Well, these boots are completely normal, so don't worry about those. The hammer will make you be able to attack really fast. So who wants the hammer? Because I don't want it. So
you guys just stop. Am I the only one that is gonna make? I'm the only one that's gonna use it. So
I like firing my bow and arrow from far away. It's a safe.
At coconuts.
What's wrong with coconuts? A little bit of a passive-aggressive remark.
Well, I apologize. You were right. You guys did good out there.
No. You deserve to be a little bit passive-aggressive once in a while. We both are very passive-aggressive already, so you should be allowed to do it as well. That's totally fine.
Is that where I'm learning it from? I'm feeling different. Bad behaviors. Learning bad behaviors.
Quentin, as you wear these amazing boots, you notice 2 other things, which are sort of unique properties. One is, no matter what you're carrying, it seems like it's not too much weight. Like you feel like you could, I don't know, you could pick up several people even and just like carry them around with you. And springy steps, really springy. Like you tried jumping and you went 3 times as high as you would normally go.
3 times?
Wow.
I like these.
Now, I got a question.
Yes.
Fall damage.
Are they like shock resistant? Yeah. Or you just come down and your shins just like shoot out of your kneecaps.
No. Yeah. Again, strangely light. Like you could almost like you're on the moon. You could think of them as like moon boots. Really.
They're gravity.
Yeah, they're like almost gravity defying boots. They sort of absorb the shock. They stop any sort of like fall damage necessarily if you were to jump off something really high or just jump through the air really far. And again, they allow you to carry really, really heavy things. It just feels very light.
Wow, those totally normal boots make you jump very high.
Yeah.
No, I have actually, I was a dancer before I met you. I was a ballet dancer, and I'm able to just jump really high sometimes, and it's not that big of a deal, so don't make a big deal of it.
I see. I believe you, Quentin.
Thank
you wouldn't
you,
lie
Jack.
to us. We're your closest
Never.
friends.
Yes, my closest friends. So, by the way, I found this, like, weird, like, picture of some rocks in the water with a riddle on it. Last time we were, like, traveling. Did I see anything like that while we were traveling around this island? Any kind of, like, big rocks with a hole in the bottom of it?
I don't know. Did you, Quentin?
Fair question. You look around and not a lot of rocks here. Doesn't seem like a really rocky island. It seems like it's just sort of hilly and a lot of dirt, a lot of vegetation, not a lot of craggy rocks here.
Okay. I'll just slip that back in my shirt and not say anything, a word about it.
Pulls out the scroll, looks around. Nope, not here. And you guys all take a nice long rest and feel very cured by the time that you're sort of up and about again.
Cervantes.
Yes.
I'm beginning to think that Quentin's on a secret mission.
Secret mission? Quentin?
Yeah.
No. He does not have the brains for something such as subterfuge.
I wouldn't know anything about that, but I believe you.
Well, you probably should not. I'm not very
Oh.
trustworthy.
Oh man. So he is on a
Other-
secret mission.
I have no idea, but do not trust the things I say, okay? Lesson number 1, do not trust anything any of us say.
Why am I here with you guys?
I ask myself
while
the
they're-
same question.
While they're talking, I'm like springing up once in a while, looking over the trees and pulling out the scroll, just being like, nope, nope.
Roll an investigation check while you're doing that.
Okay.
Please. With advantage.
With advantage. Oh, great. 16.
You got a bird's eye view. 16? Yeah. You begin hopping up above the trees. And you look one direction and just a lot of trees. You look the next direction, a lot of trees. You hop up the third time. You see, okay, there's the stronghold. You hop up the next time. You catch a better glimpse of it. You start to see an old stone structure. You see, essentially, it looks like several sections of rotundas, round enclosure, and then a large central round enclosure as well. Near the top of that, you see several small black windows, which you presume maybe are places where cannons may rest. You see a gate, but no moat or anything, no natural defenses per se around this space. It seems like you'd be able to get to it pretty easily as long as you can get through all the underbrush to get there. You catch a glimpse of the mountains which sort of lie beyond this stronghold. They're not craggy again. There aren't very many. There's only a few. It seems like maybe this was a volcanic island at some point in time. Sort of a central couple spires that looks like they may or may not be climbable. You see, as you continue jumping, sandy beach stretching all around the island. You see a small other outcrop of rock far to your northeast as well. And that's sort of what you're gathering. You don't necessarily see any people on this spire, or on the stronghold, but maybe they're there.
Okay. I tell the group that, of course. Okay, cool. Yeah, good.
You've had a nice break. Sun is starting to set now at this point in time. It's been a long day, really, for all of you. But you're feeling energized. You're feeling rested. What would you like to do as the evening approaches? You think you're going to stay here? Do you think you're going to set off? And if so,
we're going
how are you doing
sneak into this castle to see what's in this fortress. No? What do you think? Shall we go inside and see what's there? There might be treasures.
Under the cover of night. I like it very much.
Oh, wow. We're becoming spies. No longer stone carvers.
Yes.
I say we do.
Shadow carvers.
Shadow carvers. Should be our
Carve
new
our way
name.
in.
We are the shadow carvers.
All right. Well, shadows grow long as the sun sets and the moon begins to come up as you guys start to head in a northerly direction toward this stronghold that you can see in the distance. Making your way through the brush, occasionally Quentin jumping up just to make sure, catch your bearings, make sure you're heading in the right direction.
It's so shocking every time.
I don't get used to this effort.
It's gonna break his legs.
After a while,
The
brush begins to clear a little bit. There's a little more of a trail, and so the navigation becomes a bit easier. And it does seem like you're heading in the right direction. You're heading right toward where you would imagine you're going. Maybe an hour, 2 hours of walking later, you stumble upon a bit of a clearing. It starts to get a lot more obvious. You begin to see the parapets and this facade of this stronghold in front of you. You're right at the edge of the bushes and the foliage.
Can we see anybody in the towers and...
Roll a perception check for me.
Hey, can any of you guys see anyone in the towers or on the wall? My eyesight's not so good.
That's a 16.
8.
The first sign you notice is a light, distant, but clearly inside this stronghold, moving between windows, like someone's maybe on guard. But you don't see any figures yet.
This stronghold, how tall are the walls, would I estimate? Like, are these like 10-foot walls or are these like 40-foot walls?
Yeah. So there's sort of an exterior. Don't look.
I'm not looking.
There's sort of
that way.
There's sort of again. There's sort of like a central round rotunda, and then these other sort of round structures around it with walls between them. The exterior walls seem like they're maybe 30-40 feet high. The center one could be up to 100 feet tall. Not really sure, but it's
30 feet high.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But
okay,
beyond just a simple gate, wooden, which is spanned around this entire stronghold, doesn't seem like there's any obvious defenses. There's just doors in the front, wooden gate around it.
And I have a question. You said he can jump like 3 times as high, which like a normal human can jump like 2 to 3 feet, so that's like 9 feet. But then we also said he's like jumping over the tree line. Like, what is his like? How are his hops? Like, if I was to guess at the amount of feet he was going, I'm just wondering if he's like, if these are so tall that there's no way he could jump up and like grab, or if these look like they're. This is what I'm just wondering. As I formulate a plan to get into the stronghold.
And just so you can kind of calculate a little bit, Jason, my character, Quentin Tybalt, what was it his name again?
Kensington the Third.
Tybalt Kensington the Third. He actually was trained growing up in the art of dance, and actually can jump pretty high.
Yeah,
so I can like jump at like about 4 feet.
Well, here's how I think about it. If in regular rules you can jump as far as your what? I don't, because I can't remember what it is.
I don't know.
As far as you'd like.
The distance you can jump is your.
As far as
whatever the DM says.
I've read this before. I've read it before,
I'll look
and I know
I'll look it up.
It's like, I think it's like something between like 7 and 10 feet if I remember.
You can jump up.
I have looked it up before. The book makes like high jump super complicated for no reason. They're like, oh, it's like half your like.
High jump. When you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier, which
3 plus strength.
Yeah. We're 10. So.
Yeah. So
if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
So I think of it as you can jump up to about 30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah, and I think of it as, I know they're thinking of it as long
10
jump.
10 times as high.
Well, if you can jump 10 feet linearly,
I mean,
and then you
I
just
like it. I don't know.
multiply by 3, but also up, that gives you 30. So my thought was, and that's how I got to that number, was with these boots you can jump roughly 30 feet long or high.
Okay, all right. Wow, wait. Jumping 30 feet in the air is...
Yes.
That is fucking nuts. That is
it's critical that you don't break your shins on the way back down.
I could never, ever use those boots. As someone who's afraid of heights, that would be the worst thing ever.
Forget how your legs work.
Yeah.
Welcome to Shmelda.
Oh.
All right.
500 feet minimum.
Well, fellow team members, I think that maybe we should plan a distraction in one area, and then while that's happening, I can run up and jump up to the wall and maybe take out one god in one area, and you guys could after that, I can like let down a rope for you maybe. I don't know.
Do you have a rope?
Yeah, I got a rope.
We could cause a distraction, but then maybe that would alert the guards that someone is here, so maybe we should try stealth.
I think
it is accurate.
Much easier. This way, even if we see something we don't like, we can simply leave. Yes, heroically.
Okay, well, make sure to take a BBT with you, and that way, if they fire a cannon, you can just kind of like hold it up, and it will hit the cannon, it will hit the BBT and not hurt you at all because it's so strong. That's how physics works.
I have a question. We ate that raptor.
Yeah.
Or the lizard creature. Did it heal us at all?
Yeah, you're all because you took a long rest. You're all fully healed.
Oh, I thought that didn't count.
Yeah,
did we gain any kind of lizard ability from eating the lizard?
No, you didn't get any lizard ability. You were able to salvage a little bit of some cooked lizard though, and you would know that if you ate that, that would give you.
Can we make their scales into an armor of some sort?
You got 4 portions of lizard meat, and each portion would give you 2 HP back.
I'll take one.
Okay. I'll take one.
And remember, you've got some soggy milkshakes too.
Hey.
Seawater. Groggy.
Yeah. Groggy milkshakes.
Groggy milkshakes. Gross.
Well, all right. Let's try to stealth over there.
So we just saw the main entrance. Did we see it was closed, but there wasn't anybody guarding that area, just somebody walking around the perimeter of the castle walls or something?
Yeah, you saw lights in the interior of the castle of the stronghold. Yeah, through some windows. Yeah, but you didn't exactly see anyone directly. But you can infer because the light was moving.
How do we do this, guys?
Well,
where do we
sneak
go?
Up at night, and we have Quentin here, Quentin McJumpy Pants. Soar up onto the wall, let down the rope if all is clear, and we will follow him after. Elementary.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Exactly.
All right.
Sounds easy.
Well, yes.
I gotta pee wicked bad. This seems like a
good
place.
Break.
Let's take a. We're gonna go to wicked bad. We're gonna take a quick 10-minute break. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to infiltrate a castle. Have you ever 3 stooges infiltrate a castle?
Love
You're about
weapons.
to.
You're about to.
We'll be right back. We're back from our break.
Oh my god.
Unbreaking?
Unbreaking news.
Unbreaking news.
Panda watch.
Unsurprising news. We're back from our break.
Unsurprising news. Can you imagine that? We interrupt your regular programming with this unsurprising news.
What I would be great at this. They're just like the news starts and they're just like, we have no news today. We are sorry. Good day, and that's it. The entire. That's it. That's the entire.
Good day.
They just finish it.
I mean,
Good day.
there's lots
No
of
news.
days like that, and then they just make stories up, basically, or make things up for people to be enraged about.
Yeah.
That's sort of how we've
Supposed to.
gotten to this point as a culture.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Anyway,
Breaking
I
news.
digress.
Senator eats babies.
Yeah.
What?
Breaking
Jeez.
news. Man
gotta
says he
be-
hates dogs. That's the breaking news for the day. Man says he hates dogs.
Oh man,
That would be
that's to me that's like the funniest thing because you'd be like, you disagree with somebody politically, but then they're like, this guy kicked a dog, and the whole world's like, get him!
This freaking guy.
Yeah,
Okay, if he kicked a dog, I'd be pretty mad too. But
he's got the
Yeah.
boots of puppy punting.
yeah.
Oh, those are going to be in
I remember
Shmelda.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's all we had a whole
Yeah.
talk about
Write
these
that down.
boots.
We'll talk about that.
Boots
Yeah,
of puppy
it's like
hunting.
how do you make a big bad evil guy like how do you make the players hate him? And you're just like, oh, you just watch him, like he walks up to this little puppy and he kicks it, and then the whole party's just like, ah, like foaming at the mouth. We'll fucking kill him. We'll get
Hey, that
him.
guy.
Just instant bow and arrow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, our group stands at the edge of a tree line. Everyone peering toward this stronghold in the distance. Again, as you noted, someone inside, though you're not exactly sure where. You've just seen a light moving about. The tree line sort of dissipates at this point, and it's a solid few hundred yards before you actually reach the stronghold of just bare landscape, grass, really. Grass
Bear.
and dirt.
There's so many
Mostly
bears.
bear.
Bear
So
teeth,
many bears.
bear
full of bears.
landscapes.
Is it there's an evenness like with the shadow, with extra shadow anywhere?
Roll a investigation check.
How big is the moon tonight?
Ooh,
Two nat 20s.
two. You
Hey!
gotta be joking.
Two nat
Wow.
20s.
That's amazing.
The moon is nearly full.
Oh damn.
Okay, well that's not
Yeah.
great.
It's not quite completely full. It's nearly full, and it's up, which is good actually. Maybe it's casting a lot of shadows, which might lead to your advantage. The terrain, as Jack noted, does have a lot of shadows. If you traverse this one side, you're standing looking. You're looking north. You're looking at the south side of this structure. And if you were, for instance, to travel around to your left, basically, you know that you could probably stay a little bit more hidden as you move over there. Of course, the moon up and to the east.
I will say this. These gods are looking, right? They're looking for people. But what are they not looking for? They're not looking for vegetation or mud, right? So maybe cover ourselves with things around us and we can hide easier.
Ooh, camouflage.
What's
That's
that?
a great idea, Quentin. I'm gonna grab mud and dirt.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's
I'm gonna
Oof,
grab like
it's-
a plant and just stick it.
this
in
dirt
front
is
of my
very dirty.
face.
Is there mud actually? Are we doing
Yeah.
a good job?
Of course, yeah. Plenty of dirt around. It does rain fairly often, so you could find some muddy patches, sort of spread some mud. Plenty of vegetation that you could use as camouflage.
Stealth.
I mean, these
I
things
slapped some
hit
Cervantes.
these things hit a
Can't-
6-foot
Raptor.
mega beast. Completely hit it. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
just jump into a giant bush and then just mega bush just kind of walking around.
I slap some mud on Cervantes' face.
That was completely unnecessary.
Or was it entirely necessary?
Nope. Completely unnecessary.
Okay, yep. Sorry.
And his hands in the back of his head.
Ah, you too. You too.
All right, looking good, guys. Let's try to keep to the shadows. Move slowly.
Wait.
What?
Now I can't see any of you. Can we hold hands? I can't see you.
Yeah,
It's too dark.
No.
let's hold hands together.
Okay.
You two hold hands, and I will follow closely behind.
Okay. Lead the way.
All right, but crouch, get low.
Okay.
Actually, hold on to my ankle, maybe.
Okay. Ooh, your ankles are so strong. Jack, you are impressive. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
All right, now that you're all gillied up, you begin to make your way toward this stronghold. Again, as you're looking at it, if you were to look at a bird's eye view, you would see a central ring with 4 outlying rings around it. We're just going to give them numbers. Say if you were heading straight toward it, the one which would be on your right would be number 1. The one on your left would be number 2. If you were to head around clockwise, we would have number 3 and number 4. So as it stands, as you march toward...
Supposed to concentrate.
It's pretty good. It's working pretty well. As you march... As you look toward this space, and as you sort of head the direction that you're going to be heading, the first rotunda that you would come across would be rotunda number 2. Everyone, as you're moving, roll a survival check and roll it with advantage, please, because you're all stealthed out.
Super stealthy. 15.
17.
Oh, okay. Got a 17.
17, yeah. All of you, very stealthy, moving very slowly and quietly, sneaking.
It's just like...
We're sneaking.
And as far as you can tell, no eyes on you, no one noticing you, no alarms, no lights. You make your way up to this second rotunda. Again, about 30 feet tall to get to the top of it. No real ways to get inside, with the exception of a few small windows that you wouldn't be able to fit through. More for shooting arrows out of. What are you doing?
You said you have a rope.
Yes.
Okay, you jump up and lower down the rope for the rest of us.
I don't think we could fit through those holes, though. So how are we gonna get inside?
Jump to the top.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, could I go on, like, the top of it?
Yeah, you could make it to the top. Knowing what you know about those jump boots, which you have pretty good experience with now since you spent a couple hours jumping around, you're capable. You could make it to the top. Are you sure you could make it to the top stealthily? That is to be seen. But you could definitely jump and make it there.
Oh boy. Oh, okay.
Can we just do a perimeter check again? Do we see any people?
Sure. Roll a perception. You don't see anyone.
Okay, I'll try to jump on top.
Roll a stealth check for me, please. Not with advantage this time, just a regular stealth check. You know you're going to make it to the top. The question is, are you going to do it quietly?
Okay, 12?
Whoa. Yeah. You make it to the top. You land with a thud, but not an overwhelming sound. It wasn't a hard slap. It wasn't a face plant. You didn't scream out in pain or anything. You landed squarely.
And I'll just try to lower the rope without moving.
Yeah, and you do so.
Possible.
You do so easily. And now, as you take a look from the top of this structure, you do see basically this center rotunda. You're on a platform. You can make it to all of the 4 perimeter rotundas, and there is a door to get to the central spire. But there seems to be only one, and it looks like it's centrally located between Tower 1 and 2, sort of the way that you were facing when you were coming up. It faces south. That seems to be the only entrance.
Okay. Well, I'll help them up first, and then we'll decide what we're gonna do.
Okay. Those who are climbing ropes, give me a acrobatics check. Athletics. Okay. Sorry, give me athletics, please.
That's advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
You go first. Or maybe I should go first, and then you can help push me up if I am not so good.
I could do that.
I've got rope of mud in my face, making it hard for me to climb. I got an 11.
18.
An 11. An 11 and an 18, yeah.
And I'm behind him, so hopefully I can help him.
Jack, with overwhelming upper body strength, is just able to, sort of put put Cervantes on their shoulders and sort of shimmy up and help you out. You still used your arms, but, did you have to? Probably not. Jack was really the one carrying you.
Excellent.
Literally.
This is preferable.
And you all make it to the top of this rotunda, this tower.
All right, pull the rope up. Pulling the rope up.
Yeah.
Give it back to him. Do we want to go in the north or the south? What do we see now that we can kind of see into this? Let me roll up. Investigation. Yeah. That's a 3. Great.
Well,
great.
The moon is pretty full. It's shining quite a bit of light on this structure, and what you can see is, again, you're on a platform which leads to all of the other exterior towers. And there does seem to be a door in front of you which leads to the central spire of this place. Doesn't seem like there's really any other ways in. You do see spread out evenly. There's places where people may be able to light torches. There's, battlements and places where soldiers may have once stood and readied themselves for a war. But, again, not a whole lot of people home right now. No lights discernible at the moment.
Let us sneak to the central platform. Stealthily. Everyone, careful. Camouflage.
All right, your camouflage much less effective now that you're against gray stone. Your plant matter maybe standing out a little bit more than it should at this moment. But you stealthily make your way toward this door. Please, everyone, roll a stealth check, and then let's see how you do.
7.
18.
18.
10.
Ooh. The stone echoes as you sort of travel across it, maybe making your position a little more known than you otherwise would like it to be. You reach the door, and who's opening the door? Or what are you doing with the door once you reach the door, rather?
Am I in front
around
still? Or who are you? Are you doing the door? Do it.
I'm gonna listen to the door real quickly, just for a quick second. So just like a really quick, and then I'm just gonna slip in the door.
Okay.
Quietly. A 19 for hearing check, perception, something.
You hear footsteps shuffling through inside.
Oh.
But maybe it sounds like they're going away.
Okay. I wait for like a solid 10 count, and then I try and slowly open the door and just slip inside, leaving the plant to the side somewhere. Are there any like planters nearby? Just so I can pick this back up.
There's like one planter, and it happens to be right near the door. And it's got some different vegetation in it, and a lot of it's dead. But you know, if you were gonna throw
my plant, I just take my plant and I just over there, and then open the door slowly, and then slip in. So sneaky. Oh, so sneaky.
And the light is dim inside, dark even. It's very, very hard to see, but you do notice that it leads to a small landing and 2 sets of stairs, one going up and one going down.
Can I hear which way the footsteps are going, up or down?
With a 19, you heard they were going left, which would have indicated they were going down.
I'll start slowly sneaking up the stairs.
All right. Is everyone following?
Yes.
Okay.
Clear signal to follow.
I'll tug on Jack Axe's shirt or their outfit and just be like, so he's going upstairs, but do we have to follow him? I mean, you know, maybe he can take care of himself.
Shh.
Yeah, we have to follow. Stick together.
Okay. All right.
Stronger in numbers. Come on, Quentin. You know that.
Go team.
Angrily. Shh.
Shh.
Hey.
Sneaking.
Right. You begin to move up the staircase. Everyone who's going, roll another stealth check for me. Again, this time not with advantage, just regular old stealth.
It's a 3.
5.
3.
6.
Got mud.
Circles and stone do very interesting things with sound. They become a lot more echoey than you would imagine, and your footsteps rattle around these hallways as if, I don't know, especially because there's 3 of you. It's noticeable. And,
Go. And I'm just gonna rush up the stairs once I hear all this as fast as I can and try and find a place to just like dive into or hide behind or a table to crawl under or a cabinet to jump into or a chair to hide behind.
Okay.
Or a bookshelf to move.
in this central rotunda, you find a spiral staircase leading up. Again, you're about 30% of the way up the total length of this staircase, and about 1 or 2 more rotations up as you dash haphazardly, you come to another landing. You have to assume you're about halfway up. This landing is devoid of people, but there's clear evidence that people have been here recently. There's a couple candles lit. There's a few books strewn about, a table, some half-eaten food sitting on the table. And again, from here, more stairway leading up. Roll a Constitution check for me.
Oh no.
I know.
4.
Oh no. It's rolling for it.
Anchovy coconut bread.
It's not palatable. You're not sure what it was. Maybe you shouldn't have eaten it so quickly. I don't know. But it goes down. Goes down.
You can swallow still. So.
It goes down.
I'm gonna run around and just blow out all the candles.
Oh, smart. Okay. candles go out. It's now basically pitch black in here. Only moonlight shining through some cracks and crevices are lighting the space. Again, more stairs leading up. And actually, now that the candles that are nearby have gone out, you do notice there's additional light from upstairs and some faint sounds, perhaps of a couple people talking.
Does this seem like a fancy dinner party or?
No, this was definitely like someone was on duty and was taking a couple bites of their food, their maybe not so great food. As they sort of maybe, I don't know, paced around.
Does it look like food that humans would eat, or?
It was food that humans probably eat. Yeah, are supposed to eat, or maybe unwittingly eat. Unwillingly? Willingly eat.
And what kind of sense do I get from the decor in this building? Is it like kind of nobility lives here, or kind of middle class, or lower class? Or
this is your classic, like, used to be inhabited by people who probably were well-to-do, but that was a long time ago. This place it's dusty and dirty and not in super good repair. Probably anything of value has been long stripped from this space. The table that you found the food on was sort of ramshackle and made out of spare bits of a ship. Again, food not great. There's no curtains, there's no tapestries on the wall, there's no fine rugs or anything, there's no candlestick.
I pull them both in. I'm like, we were lied to. There's nothing of value here. We need to leave immediately.
It might be in the basement or up top.
Yeah, why do we go up, not down?
We do need to search. Okay, you two hide somewhere, and we will ambush them. Take them prisoner and ask them questions. Okay, hide.
Okay.
You.
Okay.
Two. Hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide behind a lamp.
I'm going to leave a coconut just sitting in the middle of this room to perplex them, bewilder them, so they look at that and we can all pounce on them. All right. Good. This is a good idea. This is a good idea.
And I'm gonna walk out.
I'm gonna find somewhere to hide.
I'm gonna go somewhere and hide, but I'm also gonna call out, meow.
Is there a curtain
Brilliant.
I can hide behind?
Brilliant.
Can I hide behind a curtain?
You hear?
Oh yeah.
From somewhere off in the distance, you hear, that stupid cat again.
Meow.
Shut up, you stupid cat.
Meow.
You hear the sound of some shuffling and then some heavy steps.
Heavy?
Thud, 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 thud.
By the way, Jason, how tall, or like how, what's the kind of like parameters of the room? Like how tall is the?
Yeah, what you're in right now is you're in roughly a circular room, a staircase in one end and a staircase in the other end, basically, if you could have an end to a round room. Table in the center. Ceiling is roughly 8 feet max, maybe between 7 and 8 feet. It's not super tall. Not a lot of things to hide behind. Again, there's a table. There's some dark corners because you've blown out all the lights. And there's obviously a coconut sitting in the center of the room.
Is there anything by the door that we hear him coming from?
The door that this person is coming from was upstairs, so you're not in direct line of sight, but you hear the footfalls, the boot steps coming down these stairs toward your direction. You've got probably another few seconds before they reach the landing. You start to see the cascade of light from a lantern.
Can I go by the door and hold an action to grapple him?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Jack holds an action.
Is there a doorway or it's just a staircase, right, that leads into this room?
Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was a stair.
Apologies. The door
Sorry.
was about 20 feet below you. Actually, now you're just in a landing.
Oh, okay.
With
yeah.
2 staircases. Yeah.
So the staircase
and
that
up
fish
and
comes
down.
down. So we'll just hide around the sides of the staircase.
You can hide
I'll
around the
also
sides
be
of the staircase.
stealthed. I'm gonna make myself look like a shape that's not a human, to deceive the eyes.
Okay. Everyone who's hiding.
I'm gonna make shadow puppets.
Everyone who's hiding, roll a stealth check for me.
Oh, great. Oh my god. Okay.
And I have mud on still, so like.
Oh, 11?
Yeah. And the mud is helping you because it's dark. If it were bright, it probably wouldn't be, but because it's dark, it's helping you. So you can roll with advantage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone who's
Okay.
wearing mud because it's dark.
So
Pitch dark.
So 17 then.
13.
13. Quentin.
Okay. So I got a 4, but hear me out. I maybe just have a hard time deciding where to go, and I'm left kind of in the middle of the room, just kind of looking both ways, not sure where to go exactly when they're getting up here. It's kind of like,
But I'm still holding that action if I can.
Okay.
Grapple. So hopefully that'll work to my advantage. Quentin, get to his body.
should I over?
Quentin's like the bait.
Quentin's just like, yeah.
I was placing the coconut for too long, and I got distracted by the.
And as this person comes down, the light starts to bounce inside the chamber in which you're currently in. They spy something that's unexpected. A coconut. They sort of glance at it and think, well, could a cat bring a coconut indoors? And why would a cat bring a coconut inside? As they sort of scan around the room. But as they scan, Quentin,
I have a rope ready, by the way.
you're the first to be seen.
Grapple.
You have 2 moments. Yes. Okay, Jack, you grapple. Jack, roll an attack for me. Cervantes, you do something with the rope.
I want to take
Cervantes,
the
roll
rope
whatever
and
you're
just
going to do with the rope to me.
right around the throat and didn't just start keeping them from saying anything.
17 for my grapple.
A 17 for the grapple. Jack, strong arms,
13.
grabs the arms of this person and holds them down tight. Cervantes, you take this rope and shove it right in their mouth.
Okay. That's better
Now
than what I was thinking.
incapacitated. this person. They drop the lantern. It makes a sound. It clangs loudly against the floor. The sound of a fake cat and muffled screams. Echo. Yes.
I approach and I pick up the coconut and I just go, oh, shame. You fell right into our trap. Listen, we'll leave you unscathed if you just answer a few of our questions. If not, I know how to kill a man 10 ways with this. Keep that in mind.
And you hear.
We need to bring him somewhere quiet.
We won't fall for your lies. Actually, I don't know
Drag
what
him
he
up
said.
the
Maybe
stairs.
that's the... Okay.
Drag him somewhere, yeah. Somewhere where there's less echo or noise.
Up the stairs you go. Are you going? Okay, so you've got a couple revolutions before you reach the very top floor. How are you dragging this person up the stairs specifically?
With my strong arms.
Okay. Have you restrained them in any way? Or are you just like pulling them and just like holding
let's
them at knife
definitely
point?
restrain them. Restrain them. Coconut point, for sure.
Okay.
And I am gonna help carry them because I can carry more now with my amazing boots I found. So I will help carry them as well with Jack.
And then what does this guy look like exactly? Is he like a guard, a worker?
Yeah.
Like what is he wearing? Does it look threatening? Any weapons?
This is so the person that you see before you is dressed in your standard pirate garb, bandana, raggedy clothes, stripes for some reason, boots on. They do have a knife fastened to their waistband. They have a light crossbow fastened to their back, and they have a scimitar also on their back.
Yoink. Taking the crossbow and the scimitar.
And they,
Can I?
Yeah, of course you can.
And then I'll take the rest of the rope. So I got 50 feet of rope. So I take the rope, stick it in his mouth, tie it around, and then I'm gonna tie it just around the rest of his body, over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, and just
like a mummy, basically.
Angry, silented screams from this person as you do so. You shimmy them upstairs, and at the top of this tower, you find an open doorway. No door, really. And another landing. This landing... very dark up here. No lights lit at all. You do see the openings from... which you would have seen from afar too, where you presumed cannons would be pointed, right?
Oh, okay.
Little cannon hatches.
And you see some moonlight shining in, but no cannons to be seen per se.
Is there like a room or anything we can go into, or is it?
Taking a lantern too.
Yeah, is someone gonna light a lantern or a something?
I'm gonna
to
take
be
the
able to see?
lantern that he dropped.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go up to the landing, take the lantern, and then just shoo, try and slide it across the floor into the room, while hiding down, using the stairs for cover.
Okay. You do so. The lantern, it doesn't slide. It's stone, and it's sort of cobblestone, but it sort of slides for a moment and then starts rolling and tumbling, and then disappears. And then nothing, and then nothing, and then nothing.
Oh, no.
Crash. Very far off, but a very loud sound.
Did we see anything in the room while it was like just the quickest little...
As the light shone across the walls, you did notice, again, no cannons, as far as you could tell. Obviously, some sort of large pit in the center of the room. Did look like there was maybe a rope, but no other persons at this point.
Okay, so I'll light my lantern and kind of just place it somewhere that would make it a little bit easier for us to see in this room, I guess, then.
Yeah. As you light a fixed lantern that's not rolling across the floor, the room comes much more into focus. You do notice, again, large pit in the center of the room. There does seem to be some sort of hoist or pulley system, but there doesn't appear to be a platform. There does appear to be a rope. It leads down. There is a chest in this room.
Ooh.
In a far corner. But other than that, you see nothing. However, yes, at the sound of that loud clash and clang of that first lantern, you start to hear footsteps coming upstairs.
Oh no.
And faint voices. Are you okay? Sansa!
Yeah!
The footsteps grow louder and more hurried.
Sorry, I just threw the lantern down, tripped a little bit, Get ready to throw this guy.
I'm gonna lead them to the other side of this pit, the pit from the stairs, like be far away from the stairs, and kind of be like, we need to be ready to say that we'll throw this man into this pit if they attack us. Is that a good idea, or should we just take off right now? Somehow.
I think probably we should just...
No, I think we should keep him as
they come
hostage.
Up the stairs, throw him and then attack.
No. Let's wait till they come up, see how many there are, and then keep a hostage so we can get out of here alive. That's my vote.
I would go down. I'm for that.
If we're not running now, then they're going to have reason to kill us. We just pushed their comrade down a pit.
The sounds of multiple footsteps grow louder as you start to see some twinges of light coming up the stairs. Yes, Bobby.
Would it be reasonable to think that maybe on the end of this rope that's going down into the pit that there is a platform that's dangling on it? Maybe we can like.
It's so
back
far down.
Is there like a crank anywhere?
There does appear to be some sort of a crank. A single rope, not multiple ropes. Crank doesn't really look like it's going to be able to carry like a whole platform. It's a pretty small crank. You're using a lot of deduction there.
Damn it!
And you can't see the platform. It's far down. Wherever it is, it's down there. You've got seconds more before a group
stop
of
it! They
people.
don't believe us anymore. It's fine. Get
Is
to
there anything
cranking,
wooden
Fontes.
in this
Get
place?
to cranking.
Up here?
There's a chest. It's made of wood.
Okay. I'm gonna grab this chest, open it up, dump out its contents, light up a torch, light the chest on fire, wait for them, and as they come up, I'm gonna shove this. My intention is to shove a flaming chest down the stairs.
Okay, love it. You open this chest.
Can I push back on this chest as he's about to throw it, all the contents of it down the hole?
Not in the hole. I'm just dumping it on the ground.
Oh, okay.
No.
Not down the hole.
Never throw these contents of a chest down a hole. No. I might throw you down
Thank
a hole,
goodness.
but not the chest contents.
I would rather you throw me before the treasure. Goodness.
Your strange priorities.
As you push this chest over, again, moments left before a group of people come upon you. You see out from this chest springs tons of money, all sorts of ruples, a flask that looks like it may be some sort of a potion, and these figurines, these 3 small figurines that are shaped like goats. They go spilling across the floor as the chest is now empty and ready to be lit aflame.
I wait till they're close, take the torch, light it on fire, throw the torch inside, close the hatch, shove it down when I think they're coming up.
Okay. You throw a lit torch into a
I light
box.
it first. I
Okay.
light it first. That's what I'm saying. I light the outside, and then I just kind of throw the torch in the middle and then shove it down.
Okay. Due to the nature of these stairs, right? It's a narrow passageway. This chest is almost as wide as the passageway. You've got a really good shot of this just sliding down and incapacitating people, but only if you shove it well. So roll an attack for me.
Jack, Axe, help me to shove this parcel of flame down upon our enemies.
Do you wanna hold on to this person? I can help.
No, I have tied him up.
Oh, he's just sitting there. Oh, I'll help then. Yeah, can I assist him so he can get?
You can assist him. Yeah. Go ahead and assist.
Well, we have to wait.
him
We're
and
gonna
get him.
wait. We're gonna wait till they sound like they're almost up the stairs, just before we
Okay.
can see them, so that there's no way they can run back down the stairs.
Yeah, I guess we'll put the hostage down for now, and I'm gonna start cranking while this is all happening. So just start cranking this fucking thing.
Here we go.
I don't know if we're gonna get coming out of here.
Come on, Dice, you suck today. Ooh, 19.
19. Okay. Quentin starts cranking. Rope seems to be coming up easily. It doesn't seem like it's being held down by anything. It doesn't feel like there's anything heavy at the other end. It may just be a crank and a rope. Meanwhile, this flaming box, as you see flickering lights of multiple people coming upstairs, you wait until the last moment, the whites of their eyes just visible before you shove this chest down the stairs. Thankfully, it's the right size. And if you've ever tried to I don't know, sail downstairs and, for instance, like a boogie board or something, you know, it goes. It's almost like it's a flat surface. It just starts rolling. Now, let's see how this goes. You've heard there's multiple sets of footsteps behind you.
Mm-hmm.
The first person,
I'm only sad there aren't multiple chests.
creamed by the chest. Second person, just barely jumps over the first person who was creamed by the chest.
And the chest?
Third person, also creamed by the chest. Fourth person, also creamed by the chest. One person just barely making it over. Cat-like reflexes, able to jump over. As the other three people are sort of caught on fire and pushed down by this heavy piece of wood. They're set back. They're probably not stopped for good, but they're definitely it's buying you a few moments as the other person who's jumped over is able to scramble up into the room, just catching eyesight of you. You've got a few more seconds before this person comes and attacks you.
U6, follow me. U6, get the crank. U6, guard the room. Come, Jackaxe. Yeah. We must attack.
Roll performance check.
Wow. That's a 2.
Oh, come on. Throw that die away.
Lantern in hand, this person is able to, with a little bit of issue, go. There's only 4 of you, and one of you is my guy. He runs in, scimitar out, and he's coming towards you.
While he was thinking about
this music won't do.
While he was thinking about
need battle music now.
Can I hold an action to just like
These are
push
pirates.
whoever comes up the stairs?
Jack holds an action to push someone
He's
down
counting the people, yeah.
down the stairs.
Down the stairs or down the pit, wherever is like
Yeah, I wanna try and just, if
push
this guy runs in the
people.
room while he's counting, I wanna just like take that finger and just into the pit. If I
So
can.
there's two people pushing.
Both of you in tandem think of the same thing and try something that seems very similar. Go ahead and both of you roll I guess an attack. Yeah, make an attack.
Come
In
on,
a very
you
rare moment, we
stupid
actually work
dice.
together as a team? Whoa.
I didn't do it.
Oh, an 8.
Oh no.
I rolled a 10. And that 1 and a 10 if I get advantage. So.
That 1 and a 10. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it. No, it's not. Too low. You miss. You try to grab him, you try to force him down the stairs or through the hole, and you miss. He's just angry now as he regroups. And everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, but
Nat 1. Not doing great today.
15.
Oh, it is a Bobby dice, actually. That's so funny. I forgot. Mod.
I got a 5.
Let's get a Bobby dice.
I'm sorry, did you say a 5 or a 9?
I got a 5.
5.
Going terribly.
Classic Bobby dice.
It's this mud I got on my face. This is gonna hurt.
All right.
Oh, why? Why did you do that? It's
Well,
good for
I have
you.
like a really fuzzy, hairy face, so this is not great. Oh. Okay, it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
All right. Jack, you're up first, actually.
So we just failed in the shoving. Can I try again?
Yeah. Yeah, roll an attack for me.
16.
16. 16 hits.
Would I get a 20? No. Okay, cool. 16.
16 hits. He fights back. He's not able to fight back against your strong, powerful arms, and you're very close to this hole in the center of the room.
What's the name of this place? This
Malden
island?
Stronghold.
This is Malden Stronghold.
And you yeet him.
Yeet.
Yeet.
And I'm gonna scream, sorry.
He gets yeeted. Quentin, you would have, since you were the one actually cranking at this point in time, you would have noticed that the at the end of this rope, it seems to just be a rope. There's nothing else beyond it. There's no platform or anything.
Come on!
And you notice that as you see someone go flying right past you, falling down this pit.
Grab the rope! Oh,
Do they have a lantern?
They did have a lantern, and
So
it
you
went
can
with
see
them.
the lantern like falling, so you can
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can
see
the lantern
down.
falling.
All right,
And-
Quentin.
You hear a thud, and it sounds like stone. And the lantern, which breaks on impact, seems like it may have hit something just very hard. It didn't fall in water. It fell into something very, very hard down at the bottom. You hear a shuffling down in the hallway. You've got a few more seconds before these people who are incapacitated by your chest are able to make it up here and accost you, basically. Think of it as
All right.
one more turn round before they get here.
I'm gonna look. Is there anything else I can set on fire? I mean, it seems to be working for me. Nothing else seems to be
fire's
working.
always good.
Yeah, there's
Like I'm looking for
You
like a
find-
bookshelf would be ideal. One,
roll,
I hate
roll a
knowledge.
d20.
Okay. All right. That's a natural one.
Yeah, there's no bookshelf, but there's some tattered scraps of what look like they used to be maybe window coverings that you do see. They look flammable. They're sort of situated around where you presume cannons would have once sat.
Okay. All right.
Are you lighting them on fire?
Yeah. I mean, no. It just I need something with heft to it.
No.
I need something with heft. I just don't. What do I have in my inventory? No. No, I don't have my rope. Never mind. I could set the rope on fire while it's on the guy and throw him at it.
Yeah, you do still have a guy who's tied up and sort of incapacitated, who's screaming for his other compatriots to come.
Jack, I'm going to light this rope on fire. When it is nice and hot, you take this guy and you yeet him at his friends. And when they are distracted, we run in 1, 2.
Got you. Got it covered.
All right.
So you're
Hopefully.
lighting his clothes on fire?
The rope, he was completely covered
You're
in
lighting
rope,
the rope.
and his
Okay.
clothes. Yeah, I mean anything that can light on fire. Hair. hair seems
Whatever
flammable.
lights on fire, he's fine with, basically. It's not a called shot, it's just a...
Whatever's flammable, whatever will light on fire on him is what I'm lighting on fire. Okay, you begin to set this live person ablaze as they continue screaming with this rope just stuffed in their mouth and their arms situated by their side. Look of terror in their eyes. They're not sure what you've done or why. And their clothes begin to go. Their clothes begin to go up as well as this rope. Anyone else? You've got a moment before people burst back into this room. Any other
Again, are we the baddies? That's what I'm contemplating.
questions worth
I
debating?
yell out like I'm just like so the hostage angle is this okay, not even gonna try that at, okay, all right, burn him, I don't know, burn him.
I guess I'm holding a.
I mean, let's
action
be
to throw
honest.
This guy.
Well, it's pretty awful. She did just throw a guy down like a 60-foot pit. Like, if we're gonna talk about morality at this point, I think
I know, that's what I'm saying,
it's
are
a
we-
little bit of a.
It's not that I didn't. I'm just saying, like.
Oh, I
we
have no
come in
morals.
here
I
and
just
talk?
questioned. We were going to use this man as a hostage, and now you're just burning him immediately.
We are using him as a
Fine,
hostage.
fine.
We are using him as a hostage.
Pushed him off on accident.
Oh no, look, he is caught fire accidentally. Let me help put him out with the strong winds of being thrown.
With his friend that's a hostage.
Right. Three more pirates burst into the room, and the first thing they see is their friend on fire, being pushed toward their general location. Who's doing the pushing?
The throwing. Like literally hands overhead.
Who's doing the throwing?
Launch.
You are full on throwing this guy
Use
sideways.
this man's weight.
Well, Jack is. I think
use
Jack's
his
throwing, right?
complete weight.
Okay.
He
Jack,
did the
attack.
lighting the fire, and I'm doing the throwing.
Sideways. Really get all of them.
Oh, it's a 5.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's really I'm questioning whether we should be doing this or not. It's like, well, it's too late. We're committed.
Okay.
We already killed someone.
You are able to throw him, but he doesn't go nearly as far as you think, and you take 3 points of fire damage in the
dang
process.
it.
Because he's pretty engulfed at this point. There's a lot of rope on him, and he lands.
Is he the one on fire? The one I'm throwing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he lands basically at the feet of these 3 people who just ran in the room. One of them.
Here's your friend back.
One of them immediately starts basically trying to put this guy out. The other 2 sort of spring into action, squaring up with you guys. Again, roll initiative, everyone, please.
Question: the guy putting him out, does he count as prone? Will I get advantage to attacking him?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Yes.
Because I need it.
The person who's helping him isn't prone. He's sort of like he's kneeling. I wouldn't call that prone. The person who's on fire is certainly prone.
Distracted?
I mean, yeah, he's probably distracted. But there's like 2 guys in front of him. So I mean, you'd have to like run around them maybe to
I have that
get to
hand
these
crossbow.
people.
Would I get advantage to shooting him?
You.
Okay, let's just. I rolled a 1 for initiative, so it's not even close to my turn. We'll deal with it when it gets to it.
You roll a 1 again. Okay.
Are we doing another initiative?
Oh, you know what? We'll just join the party. I'll just keep your original.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you guys are in trouble. Okay, so we got. Okay, yeeted. Brings us, we're gonna go top of turn order. One of the pirates who just runs in the room, a big looking guy, intimidating, massive, way bigger than the last couple people that you've seen. He's bulky. He almost rivals Jackaxe in size, actually.
What? No way.
Is he clearly evil?
He's clearly evil. He's even got a goatee. Very clearly evil.
Clearly
So it's okay if we
evil.
murder these guys. It's fine.
Yeah, he looks upset. Yes.
In other news, I went to Macy's. We're talking about goatees. I saw an Asian man with like the chin strap, and it was like long and beautiful, and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen an Asian with a chin strap before like that, and it looked nice on him, and I was like, huh, all right, like Asian Amish chic. I can dig
Try
it.
to consider that for yourself, like it could be a good look for you, maybe.
No, my hair looks like I look like a burned dog.
No.
when I grow my hair out. It's
no.
patchy. It's gross. No. That was it.
All right.
I don't know. We're getting back into streaming. All right. We're a little rusty.
This first guy sets his sights on. Sets his sights on Cervantes. He eyes you. He sees that you look weak and that he is strong. And he comes directly toward you.
He sees that you look weak.
Ooh.
I fall to the
rolls-
ground limp.
He
I have no
rolls an
bones.
18,
So he has high
So-
intelligence.
Oh no.
and he
Here we go. Here it comes.
for his first attack he rolls an 18. He hits you with a mace. He pulls a mace out.
Oh God. It would just break and shatter your bones.
And does 7 points of damage. And you know what?
No.
He's not done.
Oh no, it's not done.
He's not done. He natural 20s his next attack.
Oh no!
Goodbye,
Remember
Cervantes.
that running is always an option.
DM tells you that.
Not if he hit me in the leg with his mace.
He does 12 points of damage.
Oh,
hitting you with his
no.
second attack.
All right.
Jack, that leads us to you. You were up.
So how many people are up right now? How many people do we see?
There's 2 pirates standing in front of you. There's another pirate behind helping the other pirate. So there's 4 total in this room now.
And just the one large one that's attacking. Are they all large, or just this one is particular?
That one that just attacked is bigger than the other ones. He's angry.
So I am going to go up to the angry one and try to chop.
Chop. Okay, you're gonna roll an attack.
Whatever I can do. Attack. It's a 13.
13 doesn't hit.
No! Just kidding. What do I have anything else?
Yeah, anything else you want to do?
Can I do anything else?
You can run. You can try to move.
Can I bonus action disengage?
You don't get, unfortunately you don't get that option.
Can I do a fancy roll dodge backwards?
You can try a backwards roll dodge. He might get opportunity of attack if you try to leave the sphere of influence.
I do want to, and then I'm gonna say, like, should we run? Question mark.
Okay. So you're gonna try to run? Okay.
No, we shouldn't, right? There's 4 guys. There's 4.
What's your AC? No. He tries to swing at you as you move away, but he misses, but just barely.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stay like however far I got, like 10, 15 feet, and just wait to see what happens.
The entire room is probably 30 feet. It's a circle. It's probably 30 feet diameter. So from one side to the other, and there's roughly a 5x5 pit in the center of this room.
And then on the stairs, just to double check our surroundings, is there anything that could obstruct the stairs? Well, they're already
other than a flaming chest, which was just kicked down it,
and they're going around it.
Yeah, they've already made it over there.
All right, that's
There's only an obstacle for so long. Next up, another pirate, equally gruff, but not nearly as bulky. Lashes out. He takes a peek at. Yep, that's at Quentin. Quentin, he's eyeing you, and he comes right after you. That's a natural 20.
Oh, no!
And he is hitting you with a scimitar.
Is this where we all die?
Boy.
Probably.
For 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yeah, he rolled really well. Sorry.
Yeah, I have 20 HP, so we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
You had 20 HP.
I had 20 HP, yeah. My total is, my max is 20 HP, so.
These 2 pirates who are now in the room squaring up with you guys sort of laugh and chuckle at your puny nature and how unequipped you are to be here. That does leave us, nope, he got yeeted. Quentin, it is your turn.
Okay. So, we have this big pit in the middle of the room, and there's a rope that went all the way down, and I pulled it all the way up stupidly, so now it's all the way up. But I could maybe bring it all the way down again. So I'm gonna.
You would know the pulley system that it was on. If you grabbed it and put weight on it, it would go. It'd go down.
Yeah. But
It'd
also
go
my
down
friends
fast.
are still here, and I don't want to ditch them. Pirates love treasure. So
They do.
I'm gonna
And you spilled all of theirs all over the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab. I feel like the 3 goat figures are pretty important looking, so I'm gonna grab those, and I'm going to jump to like. I'm gonna jump like onto the crane, like on top of the crane. Use my like bouncy shoes to get on top of the crane, and then I'll like put the goat figures like in my hand above the large hole and be like, "Okay, everyone stop, or I'll drop these precious goat figures that you care about so much." Essentially,
a couple of them, they look at you, look at each other, and laugh again. The goat figures, the money's on the floor.
Okay. We need to leave, and I'm going to just jump down and grab the end of the rope and just let myself kind of just like go down and bring the rope down all the way to the bottom.
All right. Roll an acrobatics check for me as you grab onto the rope and hold on for dear life. No, athletics.
Well, you've got those boots too, though, right? That absorb all the fall damage.
Fair point. Fair point. You can grab the rope as needed.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just bring it all the way down and just tell everybody to follow me as I bring the rope all the way down so they can slide on the rope down, hopefully.
You grab the rope and the sound that it makes, the whirring sound, as this wheel spins faster and faster as you fall down this huge pit with no sight of the end. I mean, you fall into blackness. You may as well have been falling for 5 minutes, as well as you can tell, before you hit solid ground. Again, not breaking your shins or anything in the process because of these magical boots. You're fine. You feel great, actually.
Oh, I kissed the boots. Thank you.
And you look back up into this hole well above you. I mean, just like a speck, really, at this point. It seems so far above you, roughly 100 feet, where you can still see some light and hear the sounds of your compatriots upstairs. Quentin, is there anything else you're going to do while you're down there?
Oh,
have a little bit of movement.
Can I see what's like around in this bottom this area?
Did you have a torch lit when you jumped?
I did not. I left my lantern up there. Okay, so okay. I'll light a torch, I guess, then, and hopefully I can see what's going on next round, I guess, then. Yeah.
You light a torch. It is very dim down here. You can see that it's at the bottom of this sort of a well. It appears to be a large room. It heads off in 2 different directions. You see in one direction a faint glimmer of what looks like metallic objects, and in another direction it looks like it narrows and looks almost to be like a shaft. More to come. Cervantes, you're up next.
All right, here's what I want to do. It's kind of a shove maneuver, kind of a trident maneuver. This big guy who's just beaten me to hell. My idea is I'm going to take this trident. I'm going to shove it through the side of his knee. Whatever leg is closest to the pit while charging forward. And I'm just going to take him and me over the side into the pit. And then I'm going to try and use his body and my bedroll to break my fall. That's what I'm attempting. Here we go.
Dang. Heroic.
These are where the good rolls come in. It's gonna come.
Now, this is a called shot, I'm assuming, which would give me disadvantage.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Okay. Don't do that. No Bobby dice. No Bobby dice, Madrid.
Here we go.
No whammies.
No whammies. I got a 3 and a natural 1.
Nice.
So disadvantage. So now 1.
Wow, so I just go over the edge, I think, by myself.
He also rolled a natural 1. So you actually, though you don't stab him, you do careen right into him, and both of you go over the edge, falling into the chasm.
Oh God. I get my bedroll out, and I'm gonna try to wrestle him so he's on the bottom, bedroll in between us, and just kind of take the 100 feet. It's gonna kill me. I know.
Yeah, let's roll. I guess it'd be like a contested grapple check or something. Let's
Yeah.
see who ends up on top. Since it was your idea and you knew it was coming, roll with advantage.
Yay, I need it. I need it so bad.
You had the plan in your mind.
Here's the natural 20.
The
It's
Bible.
coming.
Yeah, he's just.
Here we go.
Nat 20. Nat
This is where
20.
we get the
Here
nat
go.
20. And-
17's not terrible.
Okay.
A 17.
Yeah.
You push him over the edge. You spin a few times. It seems like maybe he's going to get you, but at the last moment, you are able to use his body as a cushion as well as your bedroll. You land on the ground with a hard thud.
How much damage do I take?
Oh my god.
How much damage do you take?
Yeah, right? Just right next to you. Does it like shatter my legs and my arms to a powder?
100 feet.
100 feet.
Quentin, you saw this happening. Is there anything that you do to help Cervantes as he falls?
What?
I can kind of see. So if, could I see this happening and maybe like try to use my new boots to kind of jump up and try to grab him and like jump and pull him out of the situation and like bring him to safety eventually, or like is that possible? Maybe.
Roll
Just jump up and
uh,
punch the dude in the head as he's coming down.
roll an acrobatics check. DC 13. Roll. See what you get.
Okay, I got a 14. That's
14. You miraculously, you see it coming.
Okay.
You know, when you look up, all you see is a little bit of light, and that light is obscured by a shape that looks oddly familiar and like your friend. And you see
Quickly
it growing
reaching terminal
larger
velocity.
and larger and larger and larger. You jump in at exactly the right time. Thankfully, your boots able to lift you off of the ground, soften the blue when you land, and also let you carry someone as heavy as Cervantes. You land with a nice soft thud on the ground, whereas the other guy next to you splats real hard. He splats real hard. We'll figure out how hard he splats.
Oh god, he's gonna splat so hard.
Jack, that brings us to you. You've got one guy in a little bit of disbelief, a pirate just looking as his larger friend just got yeeted as well. The other two, the fire now put out from one of the other pirates, and the third one, both standing, staring you down. Three of them now facing you. What are you doing?
So there's three guys, and they're on
Three
the
guys.
stairs.
They're in front of you. They're not on the stairs anymore. They're in between you and the stairs, and to your back is this pit that everyone else has now gone down.
Can I go down the rope? Can I slide down the rope?
Of course you can slide down the rope.
right.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, roll an acrobatics check or an athletics check. Athletics for you.
17.
17, you grab the rope. Is there anything you want to do before you slide down like it's a fireman pole?
No, I want to, because I know there's torches down there, so actually when I get to the bottom, I want to light the rope on fire. Just in case anyone, because otherwise they're going to have to go down the stairs, right?
Otherwise,
Like,
you'd
take
have to go down the stairs, yeah.
I don't know which way. Is it quicker to go down?
Well, I mean, obviously the rope's going to be faster than the stairs.
Do I want to do anything before I go down? No.
There was 300 some odd dollars worth of ruples lying on the ground. There was something that looked like a potion, and there were a few goat figurines that Quentin had grabbed.
Well, I don't think I have time to pick any of that up, so I'm just going to go down the rope.
Just down the rope. Jack grabs the rope and goes sliding down. Peace out as they fall. And
Wait. Yeah. No, yeah. I'm just going down the rope.
goes down the rope and lands at the bottom.
That rogue in you is like, wait a minute, could I get something though?
Very, very quickly upon reaching the bottom, you light the rope on fire.
Yeah.
Light the remaining rope on
that's a good
fire,
move.
which begins to climb up and act like a tinderbox. It's really well-oiled rope for some reason.
Yeah.
And as it burns toward the ceiling, letting droplets of fire fall down to this floor, you sort of get a sense of where you're at. Clearly now below the stronghold which you've been in some sort of catacomb sort of structure. As you looked around before, you saw a glint of metal, and it's a little more obvious now that a torch is lit and well lit, that there appears to be the cannons that were mentioned here in one direction. And in the other direction, you see what looks like minecart tracks leading off.
Oh.
Yes.
Is there like gunpowder?
There is
Ooh.
probably gunpowder. And
Okay.
you
just
explore
wondering.
the room just briefly, finding a pile of cannonballs. You find some cannons. Clearly seems like they were meant to be hoisted up to the crane, or on some sort of crane up to this tower above, but no crane exists anymore, only a solitary rope which you just burned. There does appear to be a powder storage area and lots of powder kegs available not too far of a distance from you. Be careful of your fire. And I think that might be where we have to leave it for this time.
Oh, getting blown up. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was dead, guys. I already thought of my
I think
next
one would be
character.
right.
And
I
you
already
should have
thought of
been,
my next character.
but this is the legend of Shmelda. And because of that, you were able to survive. You're welcome.
20.
Yeah, that was very kind of you. Gosh, can you imagine from that height? Like, oh my gosh. I can't imagine seeing like the autopsy of somebody who falls 100 feet onto like solid rock.
Yeah, that would be.
You look in them and you just see like powdered human. We'll call it.
Yeah.
Oh, jelly.
Gosh.
Is the movie called In Bruges? I think there's like a Colin Farrell movie called In Bruges, I think. And there's a guy who, I don't want to give it away, but there's a guy who falls off of a thing, and he splats.
Yeah.
And it's gross. It's real gross. Anyway.
Real gross.
Disintegration.
Yeah.
Well, with that, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us. We always have a good time on Monday nights, and it's only better with all of you with us as well, because we really get sick of each other. We get sick of, it's like you guys make things fresh and new and fun, and they make things, kind of,
Monotonous.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm proud of you guys. You made it through almost exactly half of what I had planned for today. So it's pretty good.
Perfect. That's perfect. Yeah,
We're way ahead of the curve.
Excellent, excellent.
That's amazing.
I think we'll be back next week with our Chronicles of Aventide, the Hex of Elazar. I think everyone's back next week, so we'll do some more of that. Anything, Jason, you want to say signing off for Shmelda?
Thank you all for tuning in. Episode 6, I would say, was a smashing success. I look forward to maybe Look forward to maybe doing more of these in the future, or not. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Maybe someday we'll finish the story, but probably not.
Probably not.
Thanks for watching. If I didn't stay true to anything I had said in previous episodes, oh well, I don't care.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. This is my game. Whatever happens, happens.
Solid.
Well,
all right.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
with
about
that, please, everyone, take care of yourselves this week. I know there's like a bunch of people getting sick, and I just got over being sick for like almost a month, literally a month. So please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Be safe, but have some fun. It's a new year. New year, new me, right? No, apparently not. Okay. All right. Well,
Happens
everyone,
every 7 years.
thank you again for hanging out. We're going to go enjoy the rest of your Monday night, and we'll see you next time on -1 Charisma. Good night.
Shmelda!
Sweet dreams.